Congressman Doug Collins, the great state of Georgia. Congressman, it was very interesting when he sent over the new evidence, how he totally exonerated Joe. You're not getting the billion unless you fire the prosecutor that I know is investigating my zero experience son being paid millions. But he said that the prosecutor that was doing the investigation, I don't know any business that offers millions to anybody that has zero experience. But Schiff said that prosecutor's corrupt. Amazing. What do you make of this Politico piece?
Well, from what we're hearing right now, it's just another line of what we've seen with Schiff all along. He's willing to say anything, do anything, tell anything to get at this president. This is not just a simple pattern, a one-off. It's not a two-off. It's just a regular habit of what this man does. He does not want to come to grips with the truth that the president is the president. He's doing a good job, and he wants to do anything he can to take him down. But the whining and the theater that's going on the Senate floor today from him and others is just, it really takes the cake today. And it just shows the American people how weak the case is and how they're wanting other people to do their job for them.
You know, it's an amazing thing, no due process. I watched the whining today. I'm like, guys, you gave no due process to the president. But more importantly, there's no case here. For example, the second article on obstruction of Congress, okay, that's great, but that means what they're saying is obstruction is that the president would seek remedy when there's a conflict between the with the legislative and executive branch and seek remedy through the judicial branch. That's not obstruction. What is abuse of power? What does that mean? What law are we talking about here?
Yeah, they don't have an abuse of power, Sean. What they're wanting to do is they're wanting to give every member of the Democratic Party in the House, from the ones who are in the Trump districts to anyone else, to say abuse of power is whatever we make it out to be. If I don't like the suit he has on today, I'll say that's an abuse of power. If I don't like the way he talked about a certain issue or how he dealt with people on the wall or the immigration or any other issue, they can say that's an abuse of power, and I voted for those articles because he's just abused power. But let's be real clear today, Sean. There's some things that are going on. It's the misleading. It's Congressman Crow out of Colorado saying that Ukrainians died because his aid was withheld. That's false and is a misleading truth that should be put to bed because those were monies for future use, not current use. Let's look at Chairman Nadler, who said, oh, a jury would convict him in less than, a few seconds. Well, put your evidence up. Schiff whining, saying the reason we didn't call Bolton is because he was actually going to use his constitutional right to go to court to get a clarification. Schiff cannot make his case. And then Schumer has decided, along with Schiff and others, to put the Senate on trial, basically saying if the Senate doesn't do what we want to do, then they're corrupt. But the last part about this is really the problematic part. At the end of the day, Sean, remember, let's remind the audience this. At the end of the day, about the call, two people on the call, Zelensky and President Trump, no pressure. Both of them have said so. There was no conditionality on the aid. There was nothing done there. The Ukrainians did not even know that aid was held up at the time of the call. And then at the end of the day, the aid was released before the deadline of September 30th, and aid was released with no meetings. Let's never forget, there are 4 facts that never changed. This president did nothing wrong, and all the Democrats want to do is just stretch it out to try and get to this president before next November.
You know, you sounded a little there like Jim Jordan. 4 facts that never change, and he's right.
We got the between Jim Jordan and the rest of us. We got these facts that matter, folks, and the folks in America are seeing through the Schiff show and now the Schumer exchange.
Well, I call it the Schumer Schiff Sham show now. So you got to keep up with us, Congressman. All right, thank you,
Schumer
sir.
Schiff Sham show. We got it.
No, yes, Schumer Schiff Sham show. Yeah, say it fast, by the way, on live TV. Good luck in case you mess up.